Hi everybody, welcome to my next video. This video is for Richard, just because, well, it's a three-headed thing. I mentioned this, not Richard, this other guy in previous videos, and I've got a few videos that I've made with this guy's stuff in them, and I absolutely think this guy's hysterical. It's Garrison Keillor. I mentioned in the tipping video that I did 2 videos ago, or 3, about Garrison Keillor. I happen to be a huge fan of his. I mean, I try to listen to his show whenever I can. It's like, if it was going to be a movie, it would be like a PG, because it's, very clean, family-friendly stuff, extremely family-friendly. He has a radio show that comes on at like 7 or 8 p.m. on Saturday nights for 2 hours. And then they replay it again the next day on Sunday from noon to 2. Very, very clean, very hysterical stuff. If you watch my Garrison Keillor stuff on here on this channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. Those are examples. He is very funny. He's extremely funny. And that's just his Halloween stuff. I'm not going to say that I'm definitely going to do it, but I might do something off of this other album I've got here that's not Halloween related. But anyway, here's the Halloween CDs that those 2 actual videos came off of. This is, Horrors of Prairie Home Companion with Garrison Keillor. This guy here, where my left pointer finger is, this taller fella with the hair, that's Garrison Keillor. This fella is since passed away, but that would be Garrison Keillor. He is absolutely funny. He's got, like myself, he and I've got a lot in common. Like myself, Garrison's got a degree in English. He got married later in life. He's got kids. And he's very funny, and as a matter of fact, this brings up this other disc that I've got here that I might do videos off of. This is called Pretty Good Bit. This is another Garrison Keillor album. The second track on here is called A Message from the Professional Organization of English Majors. I mean, it's very funny. If you are not laughing your can off by the end of that one, if I put this on the channel, there's something wrong with you. The track after that, and this goes back to it being like PG, that you let your kids listen to, especially like your sons, where they're interested in like the farting and the burping and the dripping water, making all kinds of like funky noises. The track 3 on here is called The Fred Newman School of Audio Realism. It's about sound effects. It's so funny. Another one of my favorite ones on here, I've got 2 more on here that are absolutely hysterical. Number 5 is called Oh Baby. That one is just one of them things where you have to hear it because it is hysterical. It really is. It's just, that one is funny, especially if you have little kids. Like as in they're sitting in the high chair, little kids. Number 7 on here is even funnier. It's Pontoon Boat. It talks about the preacher, the Presbyterian preacher, it's the Lutheran minister taking a bunch of people out on a pontoon boat, and what happens. It is so funny. But yeah, and also watch my Garrison Keillor clips to give you an idea of, how funny he is. I mean, you can sit there and listen to him talk. He is so funny, and it's clean stuff. Like for example, the 2 videos that are on this channel here, one of them is called Funerary Verse, and the other one's called The Ethic. Let me actually get the actual title here and I can tell you exactly. It's, let's see, Funerary Verse. Okay, the newest from Lake Wobegon, The Ethics of Jokes. That's the exact name of it. That is some funny stuff. Garrison's written books. And speaking of books, Richard, just for the record, I've been so busy lately, I haven't had a chance to run to the library and work on mine. It's still a work in progress. Just thought I'd tell you, you will get told when I finish, okay? You will know. It's just not going to be right away because I need to find time, and the library needs to be open, or somebody needs to buy me a computer that I can access the internet on that's not a work computer. Okay, well, that said, back to Garrison Keillor. Some of his books are like, you know, going home to Lake Wobegon and Lake Wobegon as a kid and stuff like that. One of my favorite books, and I've actually given this book of his to a couple people. One is my parents, the other one's my grandmother, and there's a funny story involving my grandmother, which I will not tell here in that book. But the book Garrison wrote, and this is the other thing that I have in common with him, is the book he wrote is called Homegrown Democrat. Garrison Keillor is a Democrat. I'm a Democrat myself. I'm not shy about it. You know, my parents are Democrats. My maternal grandmother is a huge Democrat. And Grandma, I gave Grandma a copy of the book for Christmas a few years ago, and like I said, there's a funny story, but I will not share it here. I'm probably giving Grandma that book. But, you know, I really enjoy reading his stuff. Homegrown Democrat, I actually have a copy of it, but it's out in the garage, so we ran out of room, because, like I told Richard in his book video comments, we've got so many books that we can't get them all in the house, and Tony's screaming there's too many books in this house. But that's one of my favorite books. He actually talks about being, you know, a Democrat growing up in Minnesota. You know, I can talk about being a Democrat growing up here in Kentucky. It was like one of them things. My parents knew I was going to be a Democrat before I voted when I was 17. But yeah, Richard, I voted when I was 17. The joys of having a birthday in June and there being a loophole in the law that allows you to vote at 17. You know, but that aside, the comment, the reason why I'm making this video is because, like I was mentioning in the tipping video that I shot earlier, is outcome-based tipping. If you watch the video from this album that I have on this channel, the one that's called The News from Lake Wobegon, The Ethics of Jokes, Garrison talks about outcome-based morality. That's where this comes from, that comment comes from. But anyway, you know, Garrison is so funny. I mean, it's just, I love listening to his show whenever I can listen to it. The movie that he made about Prairie Home Companion, it was mediocre. It really was. But, you know, I really enjoy listening to the radio show because it plays every weekend. But anyway, I just, you know, wanted to stop and talk about that real quick. So, thanks for watching, and hang on for more videos, alright? Bye.